Frank, you need to ride near me so I can. Oh, okay. You are Frank. I thought you were Ethan. Okay. So a few things. When you're mountain biking, you got to make sure you're always in the right gear. And to be in the right gear, you have to anticipate what's about to happen.
Yeah, that's right.
So anytime you see a hill coming up, you gotta upshift.
Okay.
And you want to keep your rotational speed, your cadence, somewhere around 80 to 90 RPM. So basically about my speed. And that's going to be the most efficient. So if I'm going too fast, just shout out. Huh? So it's going to be a climb for about 2 miles. Then I think it's downhill. Maybe. So one thing, I mean, you probably know because you've done long distance before, but this is a 2-hour ride, right? So you have to know yourself and what heart rate you can go for 2 hours. So you should always be checking your heart rate constantly. If you're going to exceed whatever power or heart rate you know you can do, you should slow down.
But it's not about slowing down because you're going uphill. Because they're slowing down.
Well, there is also the incentive you got to get back in time.
You can stop. Or like these little flats here.
No, you never stop. So You always just slow down.
Huh?
We don't stop, you just slow down.
This is just a pure climb. Oh.
Oh, this isn't really a climb. Yeah.
Feels like a climb.
Yeah, so right now our grade is about 5%, so I guess it is sort of a climb. Yeah, I guess anything above 4% you could say is a climb. All right, so now we can go faster because it's not as steep anymore. So downshift. Downshift, go fast, Frank. Now is the chance. So you got to take advantage of the downhills and uphills. Downhills give you easy speed. So that way you can make it halfway up the climb without the effort of the climb. Okay, so here is something a little steep. You should be in your biggest gear right now. And usually when you see something like this, you don't want to go too slow because it's hard. So you should build up some speed. Good. It's good. Drop 2 gears. Is there pretty? It's pretty with the fog and shit, right?
Yeah.
I forgot, so mud here is really bad. It will stick to your tires. So take the shortest route through without going in the mud as much as you can, like through the water or something. Or that's a very good route. Except you rode right into 5 feet of mud, 6 feet, 7 feet. It's gonna stick to your tires. So the mud in these areas are clay. So if you get too much, eventually it'll build up and either it's very heavy or your wheels just stop turning. Last time I came, well, not last time, but a while ago when I came with Ben, there was so much mud that we turned around because the wheels no longer turned.
How long have you been mountain biking for?
1 year. I bought the Tallboy. He's riding the November previous to last November, so a year and a half, something like that. Uh-huh.
I didn't think I could go that far, so.
Yeah. I know you, man. I don't let people fail. I always set people up for success.
I mean, I'm pushing as hard as I can. Don't get me wrong.
You're not pushing your hardest.
I'm pushing too hard.
No, you're not. You're talking to me. If you're pushing your hardest, you can't talk.
Well, guys, it happens maybe.
I'm just saying, if you're pushing your hardest, you can't talk. So I know you're not. But that's okay, because you shouldn't.
My legs are
So you have so it's a 2-hour ride. Yeah. So you should not push your hardest. You should be in zone 2 to 3, depending on.
Stop at all, or are we just gonna this one?
So we're gonna stop somewhere around 45-50 minutes to refuel for you, because you need to take a gel, otherwise you'll cramp. But otherwise, we're trying to make it back in time. So again, I know you've been doing runs once in a while, so you should be taking notice of all the data that your watch is collecting, which is like you should know what power level and what cadence and what heart rate you can sustain for 2 hours. So like for myself, I know that I could sustain somewhere around 150 beats per minute for 2 hours. This is hard, lowest gear. Fuck yeah, come on, come on. Yeah. Good job. So, I have never made it up that.
Really?
This is the first time.
Let's go.
I've attempted that like 5 times. First time. So, and you did it on your first fucking try.
Let's go.
So don't feel bad, Frank. I was telling him, I've tried this more than 5 times. This is the first time I made it up. Usually I fall off somewhere where you are. So this portion is super hard because it's bumpy and it's up.
Getting off the bike sucks because then you start.
Yeah, but like I said, I have never made it up. Ben has never made it up. So no one has made it up until today.
Woo!
So I think that's part of the fun of this shit is making up the crazy obstacles. So good people do something they call sessioning, which is basically repeating the same shit over and over till you get it. But you know, obviously we ain't gonna do that.
Good job, Ethan.
Yeah, first time. I think this is the first time we did this and you made it. So I like I said, more than 5 times, if not 10. So I've never made it up this thing.
It's hard.
It's ridiculous.
Just like flat straight, you're okay.
Yeah.
Steer.
Yeah, the problem is the bumps.
Yeah.
So you're going up and the bumps.
So you're trying to steer while trying to pedal.
Yeah.
And then at one point, like my front tire just lifted up.
Yep. Yeah, so that's the other thing. So you need to keep your weight evenly distributed. If you put your weight too far forward, your rear wheel is going to lose traction and you slip. If it's too far back, your front lifts. Also, I don't know why your seat is all the way down. I would not do that.
No, I just pressed this.
Okay. Yeah, so the all the way up is your most optimal riding position. It will give you the most power.
Hey, Dean, for the rest of the course, is it going to be just like what we've experienced? Because if it is, I don't think I can keep up with you guys for 2 hours. We're 30 minutes in, and I'm pretty spent.
You're okay.
I'm telling you, like, I'm not going to be able to keep up with you. If it's going to be like this for another, like, hour and a half, I don't think I can.
Well, what goes up must come down, right?
All right.
Yeah, so it's only like this for 50% of it.
Okay.
The rest is downhill, of course.
The best part.
I just want to make sure, man. I want to make sure, because if this is going to be like this for another 2 hours, I'm like, okay.
But I think everyone that comes with me needs to learn to trust me, because I've never failed. Every person that has ever come with me has always finished. So that's not a joke, man.
No!
I mean, you know,
I'm a visual learner.
part of this is you know, getting in shape, looking hot, having good self-esteem, and if that's going to get you laid, nothing will, right? All right, this way. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's so good to be out here.
Yeah, it's nice in the very early morning because there's no one around. It's just, you just hear shit, and the big canyons with the fog is kind of cool.
It's very nice.
It's hard to push while trying to like navigate the cracks and the whatever, and then
Yep, that's mountain
and you
biking.
just stop. Like it's really scary because you literally just lose so much momentum that you just start falling.
Well, just FYI, if you fall, we're going so slow, there's not really any way for you to get hurt. So don't have to, yeah, so you don't really have to be scared of anything because there's not any real danger.
No, yeah, no, this I was imagining like you were doing like more dangerous 10 rides.
Well,
Like,
you see my Strava, so.
yeah.
Okay, so this is all paved for a mile or two or something like that. Yeah. So we'll fuel up somewhere around, I don't know, in 10 minutes or something, and then I think starts to turn around.
How are we doing in terms of time? We're about 35 minutes in.
I don't know, but less breaks, faster we finish. All right, Frank, let's speed up here. It's easier. Hey, Frank. So it's easier now. So when it gets easy, we maintain the same amount of effort, which means you should be going faster. So let's go faster. You lead.
So you don't actually like try to enjoy like.
I am enjoying it. You lead.
Alright. So we go on the lowest gear now, right?
Not lowest. You keep the RPM about my speed. All right, I guess let's stop here and then we'll fuel up. All right, I don't know if this is a compliment or not.
It's totally a compliment.
This is interesting. It's salty.
Oh, the gummies? Yeah. Those are fun. I like the texture.
Oh yeah?
The goos are my favorite.
I have another if you want it.
I'm alright. Thank you.
Okay.
One thing I do like though is if we were hiking, we would have never gone this far.
That's actually exactly what I said. So 1.5 years ago, I said, fuck it, I need to get my mountain bike because I'm okay. I'm like, I want to see more of the world, but I know I'm never gonna hike this far. He will hike this far, but for me it's a little too boring.
This
so
took all day. I mean, by the time it took us 40 minutes to get here. This is an hour and a half hike. Unless you run it. But there's no way we can go faster than the bikes.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised. Going uphill, sometimes people
Those
beat you.
runners, fuck, they move.
Yeah, some of them are pretty fast. But yeah, that's once it gets straight or downhill, you'll beat the runners. In fact, I can tell you, like I said, I never made it up that hill. But there was one time where there was this really pretty girl that was running. And so you know, she started to catch up to me, and eventually she kind of started beating me. I'm like, oh shit, you know, and then I started to follow her. I'm like, I kind of looked at her. I'm like, hey, you know, I got it. I just cannot let you win. And then she smiles and tells me, oh, you know what? I saw you about a mile away. And I'm like, I'm gonna beat that guy. so then we got to that portion that I didn't make it up, and then she wasted me. I didn't see her after that.
She's a runner or a biker?
Running.
Wow.
So.
Holy shit.
But that was 1.5 years ago. So obviously I'm better now.
I mean, you lost so much weight since I met you.
Yeah. So
like, even your shirt sizes are insane. You lost your gut. I mean, the calves are crazy.
Yeah. Thank you. That's my goal for everyone. So let's keep doing this. But it's free, right? So, you know, you got your views. And we were up early, so there wasn't really any people. So it's just like us. And
nobody fucking out here.
Oh yeah, I've been doing everything at like 5 a.m. now. Like that's the only time I can train or practice or whatever. But this is good. Now this is actually really good for my like shooting competition too, because the thing that's holding me back is actually like my stamina.
Yeah.
And explosive power and all that stuff.
All right, well, let's work on your continuous power now. Yeah, it also has a lot of salt. The one I gave you has tons of salt. Yeah, so you need the salt, otherwise you're getting cramped. I honestly don't know how I did this when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, I didn't have money or gear or anything, so I didn't have all this fancy shit like the nutrition and
willpower.
Yeah, it's like now you have so much of an advantage because of all this stuff.
Yeah.
But back then, it's like if you bonk, you bonk. You're gonna have to walk home. So.
How many times you pushed the bike home?
No, I have. There's been many times I barely made it home. I honestly cannot believe I have lived this long. There have been so many places where it was like a like
Man, I
just
shouldn't have
that
made it out of
close.
that. Yeah. See, that's my favorite parts about you.
Alright. Oh, one picture. You guys get right here. I take a picture of you two. Frank, get over here. Get over here.
Once you get on that bike.
All right, so roll up right here. I'm gonna take a picture.
It looks so cool. Patagonia, hands in his pocket, surfing on that hill the first time.
I'm just happy to be here.
It is nice to be out here.
Right?
Being out here, the quails.
All right, go ahead. I'll catch up.
I just lost my moment.
Okay, that's
We
nice.
need another 5-minute break now.
Oh, fuck you. Come on. You want to make it back or what? Come on. Go. Bomb it. Come on, bomb it. See how fast you can go. Doggy. Hi. Faster! Go up a few gears. All right, Frank, now's the time. Let's go fast. Now's the time, let's go fast. Come on, Frank, pass me.
What?
Pass me. Yeah, let's go fast. Faster, drop some gears. Drop some gears. Good. Yeah, stand up and pedal. Let's put some power in it. So you see how if you carry enough speed, you get over the hill easier. And then now it kind of slows down again. So. All right, time to bomb it again. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Come on, Frank. Let's pedal. Come on, pass me. Go fast. Keep going. Drop some gears. Yeah. Pretty, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah. To the right. Looks like we're going down after this bump. Yeah. Frank got a nice gap on us. Oh, nice. I see Frank is feeling it now. Yeah. Good job, good job. All right, now is the fun part. All right, so you know how you use your dropper post?
Yeah.
When it starts to get steep, you drop it, let your body absorb the impacts, stay neutral on the bike,
Okay.
and try to absorb big bumps so that it doesn't, you know, kick you up into the air, and just stay smooth. So it's like ridiculous bumpy and fast, so you'll see. All right, boys, let's become men. Drop it. Fast. That's cool, huh?
Woo, that was nice. That was fun.
I thought it was Frank behind me. I looked behind me. I was like, "Oh, there's someone there. All right, we keep going."
I was gonna just trail him, but I was like, no.
Yeah, no. You gotta let loose sometimes.
Yeah.
Minutes of just like suck, and then after that, like
Yeah, you're starting to get the hang of
you
it.
reap the reward at the top, and then the other half is like, okay, now you earn the fun.
Yeah.
But the first half is like, okay, this sucks. It sucks a lot.
Yeah, well, I was having fun watching you guys suffer, but yes.
I wasn't suffering.
Ethan was being a champ. He was staying behind me. I know he could have passed me at any time, but I think he was staying behind to motivate me. So I appreciate that, Ethan.
I ride for the social event.
Well, you know, I think you expressed interest, so I think he's doing the in front and the behind for you, you know?
We all got to convert to some.
All right.
Let me tell you what, give me a little time.
He's just like, you know what? I'm working on my glute. Frank, let me pass you.
All right. So when you do these kind of jumps, you make sure you are not front heavy, okay, Frank? So when you come down, keep your weight a little to the back. And you can even drop your dropper if you want. Stand up and keep your butt a little backwards. Good. All right, yeah, so you ride like this so that your weight is a little towards the back. All right, so dropper. So if you go fast enough, you could go up on the berms and ride it really fast if you wanted to.
Try not to die, Dean. This is scary. Try not to die.
Also, I forgot to tell you, here, let me open this first. All right, right through. No, it's cool. It's cool. This is part of it. You're learning how to ride. It's good. Just stay loose and keep your weight neutral or towards the back. Just make sure your weight does not go to the front. Doing good. Hello. Thanks. Oh!
Sorry. I couldn't get up this hill. Can we take a break?
Okay.
My forearms and wrists are killing me
Sure.
because I'm gripping it so hard.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Okay, so another thing is eventually your hands are going to start to get tired.
Yeah.
So that's why I have this to rest my hand, but yours doesn't have it. But that said, what you can do is change your hand positions once in a while. So, you know, you got this, then sometimes you go like this. Sometimes you could ride like that, you know, different. So you keep changing it up so that your hands don't get numb and tired.
I'm so scared going down this hill right now. Like, I can feel my focus at like 110%.
Yeah, no, I get it.
On the rocks, on the road.
No, I when I used to race my car on the track, I gripped the steering wheel too hard, and you know, eventually it goes numb after a few laps.
Yeah.
That's why, that's the difference between like a pro and an amateur. The pros are so relaxed, you know. To them, it's just like nothing. It's like a video game.
Like this is just like, especially with the crevice there, and then when the wheel goes in there,
Right.
I'm like, oh my god, is this gonna? Because this bike is so unlike any bike I've ever been on. Because any bike, my brain is telling me, you're gonna eat shit.
Yeah.
Right? But this bike just handles it all.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just like, if I was on my road bike, I'm like, the moment my wheel get into that crevice, I'm fucked. Right?
Yeah.
But this bike just like right over it.
Yeah, that's why some people actually complain that today's modern bikes are too good. Because back in the day, the bikes were not like this. It was closer to a road bike geometry. And, you know, everything was like further forward, and you were like, I don't know, your center of gravity was different.
So when you go over the bumps, do you lean back or do you lean forward?
So normally, so when you get steeper like this, you want to keep the center of gravity the same. So you start to move yourself backwards. Okay. So that's what the dropper is for. So you can drop it down and move your ass on top of the rear wheel. Now, don't go too crazy. You want to kind of stay in the middle.
But you don't want to lean forward while you're going down.
Definitely don't want to lean forward. So lean forward is bad. Lean forward is, you know, if you're going downhill and you lean forward, you're going to eat it. So that's why you lean kind of backwards. So that's why it's like you're kind of like this position. So, but you don't need to go too crazy. But yeah, you kind of experiment, because right now, you know, we're not going that fast. So if you fall, no one's getting hurt. So, you know, just kind of feel your way.
I mean, this is the first time I've gone down like a path like that.
Yeah.
I've never gone down a path like that. I've always, like, I've only taken this on like paved roads. Like roads like this, I've taken it on, but not like that.
Yeah, no. You know? The China camp that we were going to go on is even more fun, but you know, it's a time crunch. But that one is really cool. It's like windy and shit. I went with him the first time, and it was fun, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that one is a little more fun than this. But this gives you a little taste of what it's like.
I'll probably just come back here on my own and do this like 10 times. Like,
you could, but I mean, honestly, China camp is a lot more fun.
Yeah,
So
but this is convenient. This can at least get me more comfortable with the bike and get me more comfortable
yeah, sure.
with riding.
Yeah, this used to be where I came the most because
train.
yeah, same kind of deal. I'm familiar with it and it's not super hard.
Yeah, I think like also like the first time you do anything, it's always hard because you don't know when the hill ends. You don't know what comes after. So you're playing this mind game with yourself, right? But then once you do it once, you're like, okay, I know there's a turn here. I know this is whatever here, you know. How much further down until we get to the car?
So we got about 3 miles, so less than that, 2 miles probably. So, you know, I think we're good right now.
All right,
Oh, the best part of the ride so far.
Yeah,
Love
this-
this section.
so you want to go in front of me so you go faster?
Did I hear faster? I think I heard faster. That was fun, huh? That was pretty cool. there was some bumps there, you know? There was like one, I was like, oh.
Yeah, there was one that bumped me up. I was like, that was awesome.
Yeah, you dropped your seat post, right? And
Yeah.
you're kind of, yeah, good. Yeah, that section was fun to take fast.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's like those little bumps. It's like
I mean, there's definitely some speed though. You're not.
it's like riding a bareback horse. Kind of kicks you a little.
I was trying to learn how to use the dropper though.
Yeah, so like when you really need to pedal hard, you can raise it.
Raise it.
And then when it gets bumpy, you drop it.
Drop it so you have better control.
Right. All right, to the left. Ah, that was some climb. Okay.
My lower back is starting to cramp.
Yeah, sounds right? So your drink has stuff in it, and same with the gummies I gave you. That's why I told you don't bring the tea. You gotta have sodium. It has to have salt. Otherwise, you'll be totally fucked. See, I know my shit. I've done this before. I've been you.
Can you give me a understanding of the path to come? So we're gonna go up here.
I think the fun part is behind us. So now we're just getting back to the car. It's just gonna be like standard.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to. My goal now is just try to not get off this bike as much as I can.
I think you're okay. I remember this is the stupid part, but it'll be okay after this.
Okay. My gears are not right.
Is your shock in the right? Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. Up it down. Every time I run or bike, yeah. I pull the strap much more so that it doesn't move. By the way, I hope you recorded this as mountain bike.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good.
Well, thanks for bringing me out here. This is actually a lot of fun.
I'm glad you like it. The China camp one we were going to do is actually easier and it's funner.
Oh, it's easier?
Yeah, because basically the way that one works is it's 10 miles long, but the first 2 miles, you're going up, yeah. But then after that it's completely downhill. There's no uphill. So so you got 8 miles of pure fun. This one is kind of like work for at least half of it. And then after your skills are good enough, then we can do Pacifica. So Pacifica, I think, is the most fun, and you have views of the ocean because you're right on top of it. It's really crazy. But for that one, you need a little bit better technical skill. So maybe after we do this like 3 or 4 times, then we can try Pacifica.
Have you ever eaten it hella hard?
Huh?
Have you gotten hurt yet?
Only when I was a kid.
But it's pretty dangerous.
Oh, you definitely will fall eventually. So, right now, I'm not worried about this. You can see I didn't wear armor. But once we start getting better, yeah, and you're going faster and, that shit, and we're going on trails we don't really know, then I would recommend you to buy armor.
I have a friend that broke his collarbone from mountain biking.
Yeah, but just keep in mind, we are not those people. We're not doing the jumps and shit, right? Yeah. So I'm sure your friend is a lot more aggressive. Yeah. So. But yeah, eventually you will fall. So I do normally wear armor when we are going somewhere I don't know very well.
I think one of the amazing things about man is our ability to design and create. Like this mountain bike, it is so well designed.
Yep.
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's arguably one of the best. So you are right that even though the componentry on that one is not as good, the one he's riding has a very good one. It's the same frame. So this frame, it's a $3,000 frame, and
isn't it like the wheel, the way that you're taking these bumps and cracks and crevices that in all aspects, even if I'm walking, I could trip on that shit. But the bike just like eats it.
Yeah.
And after a while, you start to trust the bike. And then you start, it's just crazy.
Well, I didn't even tune this bike for you. Remember I told you that it's not really completely set up for you. I only spent like an hour. But if we did this correctly, I would set the sag with you sitting on it. Oh, fast time. See, you can stop on a dime.
It's fun because there is a little danger to it.
Right, it's all about controlled risk. If anything in life has zero risk, it's not fun. There has to always be the chance that you lose. But the point is to balance the risk at a correct comfort level so you can enjoy it, right? So we don't want the risk so high that you're scared of everything, but you want the risk high enough that you feel exhilaration, right? So anyways, it's all about that balance. So as you can see, it's down. You can go fast. Yeah. Yep, you gotta anticipate.
Going downhill, so I was going to the lowest gear. And I didn't realize that hill comes up. And literally, it wasn't even that steep of a hill, but I couldn't climb it.
Yeah, you could kind of think of this bike as like a manual transmission car.
Yeah.
So like you gotta anticipate the turns, but at the same time, it's fun rolling your own gears, right? Because you get to, you're kind of in control of everything, right?
Yeah.
So.
Sure.
All right, you can go fast, Frank. Go fast. Go fast.
Go fast?
Fast. Yeah, racing, we're racing, come on, let's race, let's race.
forever to catch up to you.
He's telling the truth.
Oh.
Ah, I ate a fly. I ate a fly. Ah.
You ate a fly?
Yeah, it flew in my mouth.
Extra protein?
Yeah.
Did you like swallow it or like just?
I kind of caught it in my mouth and I rinsed my mouth.
That's a complex. That's
Yeah.
a complex food.
Yeah.
Not a food.